Welcome to Cosmetology. This is a little virtual tour of our classrooms in the area that we are in the cosmetology program. We start our first semester in this, our theory classroom. In this classroom, you have assigned little caddies and stations that you will work at and tables that you will work at during the class time presentation. Normally, the instructor will lecture and then do a demonstration, and then you will go back to your station to practice that demonstration that we've just delivered. In this classroom, we spend most all of our time during the first semester. Mondays is our nail technology class, and that we learn nail services related to the hands and feet, so manicures, pedicures, nail enhancements, acrylics, gels, shellacs, nail art, all of that kind of things related to the hands and the feet. On Tuesdays, you have a basic hair design course, and in that basic hair design course, you will learn how to cut hair, basically, is the biggest thing. You learn to design that hair once you have cut it in styles, including braiding, updos, thermal curls, thermal pressing and ironing on African American hair, updos braiding, and short thermal styles, Marcel curling, all kinds of techniques related to styling the hair. On Tuesday afternoons, then we have our hair coloring class. And in that, it is learning the temporary, semi-permanent, demi-permanent, and permanent hair colors, the theory of color and how that relates to hair coloring that we use on clients' or guests' hair. We also learn foiling, the ombres, the balayages, the pink strands or whatever strand you might accent with. Then on Wednesdays, you have your class that's called chemical restructuring. And in that class, you pretty much learn how to turn straight hair into curls, how to reform it into curls, and how to reform curly hair straight. So by learning perming techniques on Wednesdays. Then on Thursdays, you have the same classes that you have on Tuesdays, which is basic hair design in the morning and hair coloring and techniques on Thursday afternoons. We do not have any classes on Fridays. So this is the theory classroom where everything happens during that learning, that biggest learning phase, semester one. You also have a science class that is totally online, so you don't report to class for that class, it's all online. In that class, it's basic science related to our industry, to hair, skin, nails, bacteriology, work ethics, and so on, is kind of the basic topics. A little anatomy and physiology, and basic science is what it is. We walk through these doors and we enter into Creative Elements Salon. This is the exciting, fun part of the program when students actually work in a salon atmosphere just as if they were in the city. Very modern, updated salon, and we are very busy normally with lots of clients in our student salon. To the right of that door, we have what we call our facial area. You have facials class on Monday mornings during your second semester. This is a hard class to take because you end up getting a facial on yourself and you work on your classmates learning those techniques. During your salon hours then, we offer facials to the client, to the guest, once we have learned all of those procedures and how to deal with different skin types. And it's just a nice relaxing area. Normally we have aromatherapy going, fountains going, spa music going, lights down, dimmed and off, and just a nice area for guests to come to relax and take care of their skin. Outside that door we have our makeup area. So in facials you do learn the basics of applying makeup and strip eyelashes and some of those other techniques. In this room is our dispensary. So the dispensary is where we have all of our supplies that we use. We do our own laundry, So everything that comes in direct contact with a guest has to be sanitized and disinfected. So students take turn working in the dispensary, keeping up with sanitizing, disinfecting all their tools, their combs, their brushes, their rollers, their perm rods, their tint bowls and brushes. They sanitize and disinfect, wash and dry all of our towels that we use here in the salon. We also have our color here in this area. This is probably the busiest area of the dispensary when students are busy with guests mixing colors. On this side, we have more of the skincare supplies, which are in the cupboard. And again, we have some more makeup supplies that we have in the dispensary here. As we come back out through the dispensary, again, you can see a little bit more of the salon. We have room for 24 students in this salon. You'll also notice that around the salon, we have stand-up computers. And that's where our students will enter notes and formulas on their guests as they work on them, related to all the services that they do. And they also can look on these, on the software program called Millennium that we use to see when their guest has arrived and who they have on their appointments for the day. As we walk back around the corner here, we're gonna go into our pedicure area. So this is a busy area, especially in the evenings. We have groups of ladies or people that come in on during our evening hours and have parties kind of here. And our students get plenty of practice working on pedicures back in this area. It's a fun area. You usually hear lots of laughing and giggling and going ons back here as our guests really have fun while they enjoy their pedicure. Over in this area then we have our manicure tables, so any of the nail services that we perform other than pedicures are done back at these tables. So we can take up to 5 guests together in a party that might come in. And it's kind of the nail bar, as it says here, a fun area. Then as we come over here to the desk, we have 1 to 2 students that work at the desk, and they work on booking appointments, answering the phone, making phone calls back to guests that have called in. They check our guests in as they come through these doors of Creative Elements Salon. And they let the stylist know that their guests are here and waiting for them when they've arrived. They rebook clients as they leave for their next appointments. And they also work at the cash register, checking people in and out as they finish their services. So they learn the business skills here at the desk related to cosmetology and to our program. Our shampoo area is in this, against this wall, and that's where students will take their guests to shampoo or to work on even facial hair. So we do waxing in this area, bringing the cart over and laying the guest back at the shampoo bowl to do wax services. We do those for men as well as women. So again, a little picture of the salon and how fun it is in here when it's full of students and full of lots of guests that are excited to help our students learn. Back here we have another nail station area. So sometimes we get booked with parties that want to come in and have nail services all done together, so we can have a group of 4 back in this area and a group of 5 in the other area. We also have a barber chair back here, so we do male shaves and we do barber services. This is where we would bring a guest back to do a male shave, and this is the area that this chair lays back so the students can work as they are laying down. So that is a bit of what our program consists of, and salon services 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are courses that are all taken during the 2nd and 3rd semester when students are actually working in this Creative Elements Salon. So I hope that was a good snapshot of what our program is like and our area and our modern salon.